higher education, the podcast.
In a doctoral program in community college leadership.
So my name is Dr. Gaxiola Serrano, and I am an associate professor in the College of Education. So the class that I'm teaching is ARP 801, Community College History and Development, and that class is taught to incoming doctoral students in our CCLEAD program. You know, this project came about in conversation with other colleagues that were also looking for different pedagogical tools to keep student engagement and create fun, critical projects. And so through those conversations, the idea of a podcast came about. And students were open to the idea. It was something that they could do through Zoom that would still allow for them to engage with one another, to work in small groups, and then bring a topic to light. And so some of those topics have been border repression, affirmative action, the Jim Crow period, and all of them, you know, with a linkage to how does that impact higher education today. But in order for us to really have a solid understanding of that, we have to look back, right? And so that's how the podcasting project came about. So this year we're partnering with the Digital Humanities Center, right? And so that involves a lot of collaboration and conversation and intentionality from Pam and Patrick here at the Digital Humanities. You know, we've been doing this, I've been doing it, my students have been doing this for a long time, but thinking about how can we make it more accessible to folks, right? I think this is the year that we're gonna go public facing, so beginning to publish the podcast. And so in order to show up in the best ways that we can, using the resource that we have here on campus, we're gonna have better audio quality, we're gonna have better access to editing tools, right? It's just gonna be a more complete, nicely packaged podcast episode. But that doesn't change the quality, right? The quality had always been there, the content, the criticality within the content had always been there. So it's just now bringing it all together. We have the students bringing in these like wonderful approaches and critical dialogues to the podcast, and then, you know, supplementing that with good audio, good recording, and with the idea of getting it published, right? So that other folks can learn alongside us as well.
So my name is Christian Johnson. I go by CJ, and I am currently a community college counselor.
So my name is Kenia Jasmine Rendon Guerrero. I am an adjunct counselor for the FYE program at Compton College, and I'm currently in my first semester at San Diego State as a doctoral student.
So I do not have any experience podcasting, but it was really fun. Engaging with the content was a little bit difficult just because it is a lot of heavy information, a lot of heavy history there. And of course that sparks a number of different emotions, but it's definitely important to just not only educate yourself, but just really allow that to shape and inform how I go about my everyday work. Of course, as a counselor, working with students of diverse populations, understanding the education system, and really how I could just, of course, be knowledgeable on just the makeup of the education system and how I can help my students navigate it from there.
You're kind of like, what are the stories that I want to share, right? And I was able to share some of these stories, you know, from our readings, from what we learned about this podcast, to some of my colleagues, and be like, well, actually, this is how things were, you know, this is how our education system became our education system, especially specific in the California state.
Or if I could give some advice to just students here at SDSU, definitely come by and utilize the resources that are here on campus. The Digital Humanities Center is a great space to be. And then even if you want to just come with your friends, talk your talk on a podcast mic, who knows, it might turn into something great.